we met in the bar. Yeah, we met in a bar.
Started in a bar.
Started in a bar.
And that's where we met.
All good things to start in bars in this project.
Somebody sent me an email, a YouTube video about 4 or 5 years ago, a 12-minute video called The Greatest Beer Run Ever. And I watched it, and so they said, you gotta watch this, this is nuts. They brought Chickie and his friends together talking about his trip to Vietnam in 1967-68 when he brought beer over to the guys, and they interviewed all the guys who he brought it to. So it was confirmed. And also they had photos, they had this, him over there, you know, having beers in foxholes with everyone's in camos but him. And I just thought that's a movie.
I remember the day that I got the script, I read the script start to finish in probably the length of the movie, 90 minutes. And for me, that's like a feat. So I could not believe that this was a true story, that somebody went through this. And there were elements of Chickie and the way that he was with people and his passion for his friends.
He's not serious, he's hammered, look at him.
The man's stone sober. That's his 5th beer, maybe, tops.
I'm going to Vietnam, and I'm bringing a beer! Yeah!
My number one goal of making the movie was to please Chickie, and that's the truth. From the beginning, I said, Chickie, I don't care if the world loves this movie. If you don't, it's a disaster for me.
Quickly, I met Peter. Peter came down to where we live in Florida, and he spent a couple of days with us. And a couple of days hanging out with Peter, if I was back in my 20s, I would have been hanging out with Peter. So I was comfortable with him right away.
So we kept him very close every step of the way, showed him the scripts, showed him the changes, did everything. I didn't want him to be surprised. And so we bonded through the process. And also, I learned a lot more that wasn't even in the book by hanging around him.
We had just gotten back from Thailand. It was nice to finally have Chickie on set and to talk to you. We had between every take, I was just getting stories and more downloads from him about his adventure.
His memory is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like, he could tell you every street he was on.
Tudo Street. That was the main street. It ran from the river, and it ran up past Notre Dame Cathedral. And on it was the Parliament House, which is now the Opera House, and the Caravel Hotel, where I spent most of my time. When the Tet Offensive started, I found myself trying to get to the embassy. I didn't know what was going on. It was New Year's, and I thought all the noise was firecrackers until the window broke. And I said, that's a little extreme, firecrackers. But I was heading for the embassy, and the only street I really knew well was Tudo Street. So I headed to Tudo Street on the river.
And knowing that Chickie's gets to, you know, one, be a part of it, two, gets to see it, and he's here to sort of provide the real evidence and make the story that much more real. I really wanted to make something that Chickie and his family were proud of and would be proud of.